What is up, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, business builders, and dream makers? Welcome to the Study Your Side Hustle podcast, episode 29. Hey guys, quick update. Tomorrow we have a very special guest on, so you're going to want to make sure that you're here to listen to that because it's going to be that awesome, okay? So make sure that you're here tomorrow. Listen in because tomorrow we're going to have Carlos Redlick, one of the best copywriters on the planet. And he's going to be on the podcast, so that's going to be exciting. Today, I want to talk to you guys about kind of something that I've realized in myself because I think there's a lesson in it. And the lesson I would argue is that it's learning what kind of pressures motivate you and what kind of pressures debilitate you is really, really valuable towards your success. So that's like the lesson at the end. Let me tell you the story now. We're doing this all in the wrong order. So once upon a time, I graduated out of college, and as soon as I graduated out of college, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life necessarily. I knew I wanted to start a business one day, on my own business, but I didn't know exactly what path was going to make the most sense for me. So I decided to take jobs in sales positions so that I could learn sales because I recognized that would be valuable for my business one day. So the very first job that I ever got in sales was in like hardware sales. So I was selling like lawnmowers and I was selling those types of things. And that job lasted less than 2 months. And then they said, you know what? We don't want you here anymore. Go away. And then after that, I went ahead and I got myself a job in car sales. And that job in car sales also lasted maybe 2 months. And then they let me go and they said, you're not good at this. You're not cut out for it. Go away. So then I got another job in car sales. And in that job, they also told me, you're not cut out for this. Go away. And they did that in just 2 weeks. So I went through sales jobs very quickly in this season. And then I got a job in jewelry sales, and I worked at a large retail jewelry company. You'd recognize it. And in my first 2 months there, I actually was already getting sales bonuses for winning district-wide sales competitions. And so I have historically always told people that the fundamental difference was simply that I was interested in jewelry and I was not interested in cars and I was not interested in appliances or whatever whatever you would consider things like lawnmowers to be. And yesterday I had an aha moment because what has been happening more often recently is that as a result of my partnership deals and as a result of my functional role as a fractional CMO and the way that I'm helping my clients, I'm ending up getting on a lot of sales calls on their behalf. And what I've noticed that is fascinating is that I'm actually notably better when I am selling on their behalf than I am when I'm selling on my own behalf. When I'm trying to sell a client on why they should work with me, whether it's a coaching consulting client or a CMO client, I'm nowhere near as good as I am when I am trying to sell someone on behalf of my clients. And this realization taught me something very important. I learned that while it's probably true that the more interested I am in something and the more I know about something, the better I can sell it. It's also true in my case personally that financial stress, this is something I already knew, but I never realized it affected sales. Financial stress is so debilitating that it makes me worse at sales. It makes me worse at every aspect of my business. So when my income is actually attached to what I'm doing, I'm actually not as good of a salesman anymore as when my income is detached from what I'm doing. The first example I share with the jewelry company. Well, I went from jobs where my livelihood was dependent on my close rate to jobs where I had a baseline commission or a baseline paycheck, and then commission was in addition to that. And therefore, if I didn't sell, I was okay. And I did significantly better in that second environment. Similarly, when I'm trying to sell my own products, goods, services, my income is dependent on the response that this person makes in front of me. However, when I am selling for my clients, my income is not actually attached to how this interaction goes. And when that happens, I'm better. So what I learned about myself is in every avenue, if I can detach myself from the financial stressor, I actually do better in business. I already knew this about myself in most ways. I know that time stress is something that motivates me to be more productive and to be more efficient. Time stress is usually really good on me, even though I don't like it. Nobody likes any type of stress. Time stress is very useful. And financial stress for me is very debilitating. Now I know that that's also true in sales, that when I feel financially attached to what's happening, I'm not as good. I'm not as on my game. And that realization was very important for me. Everybody's built differently. Obviously, when I tell you these things, you're going to listen to that and you're going to be like, yeah, you probably weren't cut out to be a car salesman. And that's probably true. I probably wasn't cut out to be a car salesman, and that's probably not the right avenue for me. In fact, I'm probably not cut out to be in the role of salesman forever. However, I'll do best at it when my income is detached from it entirely. So that's something that I learned about myself. What I want you to think about is just observe your own life and ask yourself, what type of stressors are debilitating and they actually make me not as good at what I'm trying to do? And what type of stressors are invigorating and they actually make me better at what I'm trying to do? Stressors are never fun experiences, but some of them are useful and some of them are detrimental. And just recognizing which ones those are in your business is going to be very helpful for you because, one, it's going to be clarifying. You can look at your life, you can look at what's going on, and you can understand why today was really good or why today wasn't really good. Or why today was really bad. The other one is that you can also start orienting your life in such a way and your business in such a way where you start avoiding the things and constructing a way where you don't have to deal with the things that are negative stressors, the stressors that are debilitating. And you can start implementing your life, your systems so that you're leaning in towards things that are actually exhilarating stressors, things that actually push you to be better. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I had to share with you today. That's all I got for you guys today. Hey, if you want really cool things like a free community where I do a weekly training on where I go deep in how to build your own business, or maybe a checklist of the 11 tools that I recommend using to start that business, or maybe a list of 50 proven side hustle ideas that you can launch. If you want any of that kind of stuff, I got links for that in the description for y'all. And you just go ahead and click on the link, and it's one link and it gives you access to all 3 of those things. Other than that, guys, I'm so excited for the conversation that we have tomorrow. So excited to share that with you. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow. Love you guys. God bless.